Yo, what's good with y'all boys and girls? Welcome back to another video. Now, before I start this amazing video for y'all, I have to tell y'all about 3 cheating websites where you guys can go buy amazing Rivals cheats. That is rivalscheats.shop. Yo, what's good with y'all boys and girls? Welcome back to another video. Now in today's video, I'm going to be rating every single Rivals cheat that I know of right now, including externals and internals. Now, I truly hope y'all do enjoy this video because I want to apologize for my lack of consistency. As you guys know, I went from posting daily or every other day to posting every week now. And trust me, that will change. It's just that I'm focused on my job and school right now, so I don't really have much time to be, cheating on a kid's game, you feel me? But yeah, I do hope y'all enjoy this video. If y'all do, make sure to like, sub, comment. Let's get straight into it, man. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I want you to make sure that you know that you're appreciated and loved. And yeah, let's get straight into this video, man. Let's do it. All right, y'all. So for the first cheat here that we have on this list today, this is an internal cheat. We have unnamed enhancements. Now, unnamed is, in my opinion, one of the best cheats to ever come out to Rivals. And the reason why I say that is because they optimize their performance so well. I mean, if you know anything about cheats on pretty much any game, even outside of Roblox, injecting a cheat is going to take away FPS and it might boost your CPU usage if it is an external cheat. But UE does none of that, and I've never really complained about FPS drops or anything, even while using every single feature. Like, even while using all visuals, I don't ever drop FPS on UE just because it's that optimized, and that was really, really like what made me like the script. Other than that, the script obviously has a lot of features. The features are obviously very well polished. The entire cheat overall just feels very nice to use. And the reason why I would not give it a 10 out of 10 is because there's no internal skin changer. So I'm going to give UE a 9 out of 10. But overall, it's still good. All right, y'all. So for the next cheat that we have here on this list, this is also an internal cheat. We have the big old modern client. Now, y'all know me. Y'all know my relationship with modern client. I love the script. But let me be unbiased and give y'all some of its best pros and cons. I ain't gonna lie. Now, the cons is that there's no config feature. I don't know how the hell we've gotten this far into having modern client as a cheat and there's still no like config. Like, I remember Korax DM'd me and it was about some modern configs and we were talking about it, and then he at some point realized that there was just no modern client like config feature, and we were both laughing about it because how do they still not have one? It's one of the most simple things to add to a script, and you can actually get a modern client config text file in the workspace of any of your executors. So it is possible to import a modern client config into somewhere else. It's just that they don't have a feature for it. But the pros is that it has a whole bunch of features. It's actually free, keyless, and it works on a whole bunch of free executors. So it's really, really affordable. Because many other executors that are paid are less than like $10 a week. So even for a week subscription, you are getting like a lot. It's one of the only scripts that I've seen that has never been detected before, simply because the developers don't ever hop off the game. Like, I'm gonna be honest, like, these developers, I know at least one of them has like a level 700 stacked account because they don't ever hop off the game. I'm talking about immediately. Modern clients just always updated, and I just never could complain about this sheet. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, I'm gonna give modern client a solid 8.5 out of 10. Now, the reason why I wouldn't give it 10 out of 10 is because, once again, there's no internal skin changer, and two, they don't have any config system, bro. Like, I really still don't understand that. But yeah, other than that, I mean, it has a whole bunch of features. It's free, keyless, and it works on free executors. But bro, that config system, man, like, yo, we need that, please, bro. But yeah, let's get into the next cheat. All right, y'all. For the next cheat here on this list, man, we're going 3 for 3 on the internals. We got Kesia Hook. Now, if I'm gonna be honest, when I first started using Kesia Hook, I did not really like it because I didn't realize that it was not really meant for PC devices. Now, obviously, Kesia works on PC without an issue, but it's actually meant for mobile players mainly. So of course the features aren't going to work the same on PC as they would on mobile, but I didn't know that. Now, using Kesia more recently, I can say Kesia is very good. It has a lot of features. It's actually free, keyless, and it works on free executors, which makes it a lot better. Now, one thing that I've been mentioning this entire video that no other cheat has had so far besides Kesia is an internal skin changer. Finally, we get a cheat with an internal skin changer. If I'm gonna be honest, it is extremely annoying to have to go to your executor and then go into the script or go into the UI of your cheat to have to type up a certain skin that you want when you could really just go into your inventory and equip the skin. Now, I understand that internal skin changers might be a risk because they are somewhat detectable, but if the right cheat developer makes an internal skin changer, it definitely can pass and stay undetected. But yeah, overall, Kesia, I give it a 9 out of 10. The only reason why I don't give Kesia a 10 out of 10 is because you cannot resize the UI. If you were able to resize the UI, I would definitely give Kesia a 10 out of 10. But other than that, let's get straight into the next cheat. Alright, y'all, for the fourth cheat on this list, we've got our final internal, and that is Solix Hub. Now, if I'm going to be honest, I don't know too much about Solix Hub. It's a fairly new cheat that just came out recently, so there isn't much that really anybody could say about it. All I know is that it has bullet TP on mobile, so that's pretty cool. I know Kesia has the same thing, but Kesia's is just not as efficient, if that makes any sense. And Solix Hub's just looked a lot cleaner whenever I saw people using it. I'm not sure if Solix Hub is obtainable right now. I'm not sure if their script is still like being managed or anything, but I know it was a very quick cheat to come and go. I'm gonna be honest, like it was maybe popular for like a week and then nobody ever talked about it again. I saw the UI on screen share. The UI looks pretty nice, features look somewhat decent. I've actually never seen anybody use it in an HVH, so if somebody on Discord can DM me and they have access to using Solix Hub, you know, we could HVH for a video maybe. But yeah, overall, I'd say Solix Hub is an 8 out of 10. The reason why I wouldn't give it a 10 out of 10 is because I do notice some FPS drops whenever I use it, and it doesn't have an external skin changer, sadly. I know I'm making it sound like that's just a bias that I want to use to just, you know, make a cheat sound bad. But, you know, if it's possible on other cheats, then it definitely should be possible on theirs. But yeah, Solix Hub, I give it an 8 out of 10. Alright, y'all, we finally have our first external of this list, and that is going to be the Matcha Latte external. Now, to be honest, I like using Matcha a lot, but I have to be honest, just like I am with all the other cheats in this video, Matcha is extremely good. It does have a lot of good aimbot, and it does have a lot more features than the average external cheat, but I will notice specifically the ESP is very, very laggy. If you guys have used pretty much any other cheat on Rivals, external or internal, and your FPS was pretty good, you would know that the ESP is obviously very smooth with staying on the player. It's, you know, it's ESP, it has to do its job. But the thing with Matcha is that the ESP is kind of like glitchy, like it's almost like the ESP has less FPS. Not you, but the ESP itself has less FPS, if that makes any sense, right? But it does, you know, have a whole bunch of features, so I guess you get more features for less quality, which isn't bad because, you know, obviously the cheat has thousands of users, but I just wish the ESP could be a little bit more smooth. I'm not gonna lie, for Matcha I'd probably give it a 9 out of 10. It would get a 10 out of 10 if the visuals were a little bit cleaner, but other than that, it's pretty good. Alright, y'all, for the next cheat on this list, we have another external cheat, which is probably the most popular on this list, and that is Matrix Hub. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this segment is gonna be extremely short because I'm just gonna say a couple of things that you need to know about Matrix. Number one, you're getting what you pay for. Now, I understand Matrix is a cheat. I understand Matrix has a lifetime one-time payment of $5. I understand that Matrix has aimbot, ESP, and fly, and all the other things that you need. But when I tell you is the most mid aimbot ever, the most mid ESP ever, the most mid silent aim ever, it's mid. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's good. You can still really closet cheat on it. I closet cheat on Matrix all the time. It's my most preferred cheat ever, but it's just mid. You get what I'm saying? But if you use Matrix for long enough, you can make it extremely good if you just know how to legit cheat properly, which obviously I do, and I'm sure my viewers do as well. So you guys should be able to use the Matrix external without a problem. But yeah, other than that, you really just get what you pay for. I'm not gonna lie. Matrix, I'd give it a 8 out of 10. Like, really, you just get what you pay for. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, y'all, for the next cheat on this list, we are going from a mid external to a very good external. Right here we have Severe. Now, I'm not gonna lie, Severe is definitely one of the best, if not the best, external for closet cheating on Rivals right now. It has a whole bunch of features which wouldn't typically be used on Rivals but still work on Rivals, which shows that they are very thoughtful of their user base. They realize that their entire user base is not only Rivals players and that these people actually play other games, so they're going to need features for other games. Because, for example, features like Radar are actually meant for games like Counter Blocks, where they're going to have to play a whole bunch of angles. Rivals Radar really isn't that useful. You're still going to have to basically play the game the exact same. You're going to have to aim and move the exact same. So there's really no difference in using Radar. You can just tell where people are for a split second before they peek, which isn't that much of an advantage. But it's not even that. It's really just the fact that the aimbot and everything is just so smooth, and that the optimization is so highly optimized for an external that it almost makes you feel like you really are playing legit. I mean, I tried to use a closet config and I really thought this shit wasn't working until I realized it was working the entire time. And I'm like, damn, like I'm aiming like this for real now? Like this dead ass felt like just regular aim. It didn't feel like I was using any cam lock or anything like that, man. But if I'm gonna be honest, the Serotonin did make my FPS drop slightly. I have a pretty good PC, so I don't understand that, but maybe it was just a user-based problem for me. But yeah, man, Severe, I definitely give it a 9 out of 10. The reason why I'm not going to give it a 10 out of 10 is because there is actually a feature which allows you to catch other Severe users. So what Severe has is that if you queue against another Severe user, it's actually going to show a little icon of the Severe logo above their head, which allows two cheaters to tell that each other are cheating. Now, I don't know why Severe does this. I guess it's just to, you know what I'm saying, like be like a cool little fun joke, like, oh yeah, we're both closet cheating and nobody here knows type of shit. But like at the same time, it's really stupid because, you know, you can get pretty much anyone banned with it, bro. Like, there's nothing you can do about that, to be honest. But yeah, Severe, I'd give like a 9 out of 10. Alright, y'all, we're starting to get into the last couple of cheats here on this list. Right here, we got Serotonin. Now, once again, just like I said with Solix Hub, there isn't really much I could say about Serotonin for Rivals, because if y'all did not know, Serotonin was originally a DeHood cheat. So back when I was playing DeHood a lot, I actually used Serotonin, and I'm gonna be honest, my user experience was not that good. Like I said with Matcha, the ESP was extremely glitchy, and the shit would just not stick on, like no matter how big my FOV was, which was honestly pretty annoying because I've never seen any issue like that in any other cheat, external or internal. So it was really just odd to me. Even when logging in, like making my credentials, everything was just a little bit weird. I don't know why, but like for whatever reason, when I was pressing login, it would have such a delay, like a 12-13 second delay, which was honestly pretty weird. But overall, I'd give Serotonin a 7.5. Something that could make Serotonin better, you know, no disrespect, but I'd like to just say this. Just make your ESP slightly less laggy and improve performance. And if you're gonna add aimbot, please make it sticky. Like, I don't know why, if that was just a temporary problem or if it was just something with my download, but the sticky would just not work. But yeah, let's get on to the next cheat. Alright, y'all, now before I even talk about this next cheat, I have to put some respect on its name. Alright, DX9ware was one of the first ever externals to reach Roblox, and it was super ahead of its time. To be honest, DX9 was crazy. Like, if you were playing DeHood back then, like when DX9 first became popular, it was fucking crazy, dude. Like, that cheat was something nobody had ever seen before. Like, it was an external that had stuff like silent aim, ESP, aimbot, like just things that nobody had ever seen before. Like, I'm pretty sure externals weren't even popular back then. Like, this cheat was just so ahead of its time. It's crazy. But I've actually used DX9ware a couple of months ago, and I'll be honest, it's kind of decent. I can't say I'd main it. I can't say it's like extremely good, but for an external, it gives you what you need, and it pretty much gives some pretty high quality stuff. Like, I don't think any of the features are really bad at all. The only thing I could say about it is that it slightly dropped my FPS, which that might have been because I was in a public server, but I didn't really notice a difference when I was in a private. So yeah, just depends. But DX9, I'd give it a 9 out of 10. Alright, y'all, just like that, we're starting to get into the end of this video with the last cheat on this list. Now, if I'm gonna be honest, bro, I asked hella of my friends if they'd ever use this. They said no. I asked my Discord if they'd ever use this. They said no. Bro, I even asked Korax if he even knew about this cheat, and he said no, bro. Like, I promise you, this cheat is extremely unknown, and it's called Elusive. Now, this isn't one of those cheats where it's just like made by some random skid and it's unpopular for a reason. No, this cheat is actually pretty decent, and it really should be a little bit more popular. It's actually free, keyless, and it works on free executors, and it has the basic things that every cheat needs, like aimbot, ESP, and silent aim. Now, does that mean I'm going to give it a high rating? No, because I've actually never used the cheat before myself, and I need to see everything that it has. I don't know if it has stuff like anti-katana or anti-out of bounds. I don't know if they have, features like anti-flashbang or, phase or anything like that. I don't know what features this cheat really has, so I actually need to see for myself before I can give it a proper rating. But for right now, I'll just give it a 7.5 because based on what I see on YouTube, that's what it looks like to me. Um, but yeah, man, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If y'all did, make sure to like, sub, comment, and God bless.